Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena. If they're not gonna play basic lands, we're gonna destroy all their lands with a blue-red Izzet bombardment deck. Prismari? I don't know. Do we have to call things by like their latest name or whatever that is? It's going to be our first time playing Arcane Bombardment, and we're going to do it in epic fashion, blowing up the lands that our opponent controls. Idea taken from a tweet I saw, the Croquis Liquid tournament that happened. Somebody played in it with this deck, and I believe at least got 4 wins. I don't know how the tournament turned out. I'll check on that later. So I was like, okay, if we're going to play like Arcane Bombardment and land destruction spells, how could I not make a video on that? Especially as Esper continues to become more and more and more popular, taking over more and more and more of the meta. But, so I'm going to tell you about the deck really quick, and then we're going to do a quick little celebration of 150,000 YouTube subs. Thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed to the channel over the years. 150,000 is a big number, and I appreciate you a lot. And I've definitely done it without groveling for subscribers every day, which tells me I'm leaving a lot of channel potential on the table. So I have to remember to grovel a little bit more often and say, please subscribe. And thank you very much for doing that. So this deck, what are we trying to do? We are trying to get Arcane Bombardment on the field and take over the game. That is the like overreaching plot. This is a 4 red enchantment. Whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery spell each turn, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard, then copy each card exiled with Arcane Bombardment. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana cost. If they can't remove this card is sweet. So every time you cast a spell, the first one on a turn, you exile a card from the graveyard and you get to cast that for free. And it just keeps happening. Every time you cast a spell, you exile another card from your graveyard, you get to cast that for free, and the one you exiled before it for free. So it compounds, it keeps getting more spells under it, you get more free spells. It's a very satisfying card. If it can make it 2 turn cycles, the opponent is often buried and the game is just over. So I promised you land destruction. Let's talk about some land destruction. There are 4 copies of Cleansing Wildfire. 1 in red sorcery, destroy target land. Its controller may search their library for a basic land put on the battlefield tapped, draw a card. And there are 4 copies of Field of Ruin. So, I mean, 2 mana destroy a land, draw a card is awesome. So imagine if the opponent can't hit another basic. Like, they just don't have enough basics in their deck. A lot of these decks are only running 1, these 3-color mid-range decks, or 2. And what if they have that in their opening hand? What if you have 2 Cleansing Wildfires? What if you get 2 Cleansing Wildfires, and then you exile a Cleansing Wildfire with Arcane Bombardment, so you're doing it every turn? Just boom, land destruction. Boom, land destruction. Of course, Field of Ruin can help there too. But often we start just stone raining the opponent on like turn 4 or 5 if we draw 2 of these because they don't play enough basics. So we're going to punish those nasty, greedy mana bases. When I play my 3-color decks, I play greedy mana bases. This was done to me once. And that's when I was like, where did this deck come from? And I found it on Twitter and I had to play it. And I was like, okay, that was brutal. However, it's best of 1. The best of 1 meta will continue and will always be dominated by mono-colored aggro decks. So there's still plenty of mono white out there as we get into our mythic gaming shenanigans. So we still have to kill them. So we have a lot of cheap removal. We're just using all the cheap removal to try to keep their creatures dead. We've got Burn Down the House as a sweeper. We've got Big Score as a card draw and accelerator. And then we play Arcane Bombardment and try to take over the game that way. Then we've also got 3 copies of You Find the Villain's Lair, a card I never play, so let me explain why. You want the modal counterspell, because if you play You Find the Villain's Lair, and then you get it copied by Arcane Bombardment, and then you play a spell, you have the option to do the Learn Their Secrets mode, but if the opponent puts a spell on the stack and you play your first instant on their turn, like a Spikefield Hazard, you have the option to play the counter mode. So it sort of locks them out of the game if you actually get a You Find the Villain's Lair underneath the Arcane Bombardment, and it's modal, so you can still use it if there isn't a spell on the stack. So that's why we play You Find the Villain's Lair. And the biggest the biggest cuts I had to make from the deck, the things I did wrong with the deck, cards like Jwari Disruption, cards like Negate. If you get those exiled under Arcane Bombardment when you really need to hit some kind of card draw or removal spell, because this is often the last card you play, and then you play like it's your last move. You hold them off as long as you can, and then you play Arcane Bombardment and Spikefield Hazard, and you exile Jwari Disruption. And nothing happens. It's terrible. So had to cut those from the deck and play modal counter spells and proactive removal. Igneous Inspiration for some lessons, because a little bit of life gain and a little more spells is very much something the deck is in the market for. All right. We did it. That's the deck. The celebration. Give yourselves a hand if you're still watching the intro. A lot of people skip it. Weirdos. Thank you very much for bringing 150,000 subs to the channel. It means a lot. A little emotional moment for the dojo. Definitely where we've been, how far the road has been kind of moment. But I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to specify something to all of you. I'm never, ever going to play Jin-Gitaxias and Prismatic Bridge and 130 cards. Never. You can stop. You can all stop. Because it's never gonna happen. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Hello, this is Jin-Gitaxias. Seriously, it's actually me. CGB's channel is mine, and I'm holding you all hostage until you feed my hunger for subscriptions. So subscribe, you pleb, subscribe to the channel, and when my hunger has been quenched, I will call upon the powers of the Prismatic Bridge, and together we will make CGB play 130 cards on this channel. I'm totally serious, this is not marketing. Subscribe, your goal is 169,420. 169,420. Nice. Subscribe.
We on the draw. Lots of removal. Bombardment. Non-basic so far. Gonna give him the basic check. Just straight up tainted indulgence on their turn. Okay. Okay, dude. Sure. Reanimator? But how many basics? The real questions. None? Oh, wow. Oh, baby. Let's go. We'll have to discard if we play this in this spot, so let's Prismari Command instead. Got him! We are the champion. We are the champion, my friend. Da, 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 da. Interesting hand, at least. Where's the land destruction when you need it, huh? What would they have that I'd need to Spikefield Hazard? You know what? Don't ask questions anymore. They always have something. The second I think Lotus Cobra is not in the meta, they have it. This is what I play against. So, Grixis control, Grixis bombardment. I guess we'll find out. Do I snap this off? I mean, not when I can Prismari Command, right? I'm sure the Matchmaker is only going to pair me against other bombardment decks, because Matchmaker doesn't actually work. It really is like probably the worst thing about Arena that they'll never fix because they think it does work. But there's nothing more frustrating than making a deck and having to play the mirror because you try to tune your deck for the meta that you play against when you play a good deck. You'll never know if it's actually a legitimate problem because you'll never know if your deck is actually good. Lands, and especially like Spikefield Hazard, is good. Okay. I mean, I only have the one counter spell, and we haven't found Bombardment yet. There it is. Play with Fire doesn't really do anything here, so I guess I'll cast another one of these because I can't hit land when I play it. And there's a Cleansing Wildfire and a Field of Ruin and a big score. It's really too bad I can't play my land here. I need all of these, to be honest. If they play a bombardment, I just lose. So we can't worry about that too much. I guess I'm gonna try to get on the land destruction plan. Awesome. Love some good Invoke Despair nonsense. So they probably have another one, right? Probably. Another Invoke Despair, that is. So we have to be careful about casting our bombardment. So I want this in hand. Deck, exile. Test him for basic. Easy. Alright. Field of Ruin. Yep. Fun game. Slow, painful death. Alright, they played two. They can't have a billion more, can they? What else could we do? We could work our Field of Ruin magic, try to take out their black sources, but they have treasures. Now, we could get really lucky. We could hit that you find the villain's lair. Ooh, duress. Okay, well, we let that resolve. Doesn't actually hurt us very much. The inspiration's a good take. They take the pyre. I'm not sure what that's for, or why. Invoke Calamity, so they're gonna hit Invoke Despair with that. So we have to hit the villain's lair here. No choice. Hit! Easy. Easy. Never didn't have it. Loser, get out! How come you don't hit the perfect card? Ha! That was stupid. Alright, let's continue the nothing but high roll thing. I'm sure with two Field of Ruins and a Cleansing Wildfire, we're gonna play mono white. Mono green. Okay. Yep. Alright, no removal for that. I'm gonna blow up your snowland. That'll teach him. I'll teach him to try to play Magic with me. On the draw, man. It's gonna be too slow. Maybe they play Chariot. Topiary Stompy. Okay. Wow. Alright. It's that deck. That's not good for us. That is not good at all. Alright. Maybe I should just hold up the counter. 5 mana can do a Ren. Ren is scary. Although... Burn Down the House answers it. Let's chill. Let's chill and see what happens. Ooh, a Lair of the Hydra. I can blow that up with a Field of Ruin. We're going to run this deck out of basics for sure. 100%. Nice and easy. They did nothing. Okay, well in that case... If they have a Chariot now, I'm going to feel a little bad, but hopefully we get to counter it. Having located the villain's lair, I feel okay. So what does Spikefield Hazard hit? Nothing of consequence. Neverwinter Dryad. Move to combat, sack Dryad. You're still a land short. Wait, what? Wait, what? No, you're not out of basics. Are you? You're trying to scam me into using this Field of Ruin. Shigeki. I think I'm gonna burn this house down. But first, was that a real... Are you really out of basics? There's no way. There's no way that 4 is all you got. Right? Right. That's what I thought. Opponent's scaring me with their nonsense. You know what? I'm just gonna do this and keep holding up the villain's lair. I'm not scared yet. Opponent's cards in hand, mine. There's probably a right thing to fetch here, and I'm just gonna get Scientist. Just make sure you hit land so that the bombardment plan comes along. Huh? So, burn down the house won't kill this if it has 2 counters on it. That's a problem. They're on 6 mana, so they could definitely have Titan of Industry now. So we don't want to play the Arcane Bombardment right away, especially while we have another counter spell. We might take 4 here. Chariot. Okay, they miss. Big score, Cleansing Wildfire. Alright, score, you can come hand. And Wildfire we will cast. Because why not? Gotta run them out of basics. Gotta lower the odds that they'll actually draw into their lands. How many lands do you think we have to kill? Alright, Fading Hope is here, which means we can get an instant trigger from Bombardment. Old Growth Troll. Burn down the house territory? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, we don't have to burn down the house if we're going to Royal. Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's cast the big score. And we can give this up since it kills nothing of the opponents. I was hoping we'd hit a land drop that way. And now we can into the Royal. The Dryad. That's going to sack and let both of these attack. Nothing I can really do about it. Unless they forget to get a land again. All right. They have unlocked their Dryad. The full potential is finally revealed. Boing. So what we have to be worried about is playing the bombardment into a Titan of Industry. That's the very scary thing that could happen here. And the opponent replays the troll. And we have second bombardment. That's huge. All right. Let's Fading Hope the troll. And we get Cleansing Wildfire, baby. Get him! We're gonna run him out of basics easy now. All right, a hazard, nice. Nice. Go, baby, go, baby, go. That's not a Titan of Industry. All right. I think I'd target the Stomper. Oh, let's see. What could I hit? I could hit the Pyre or the Ingenious and Igneous Inspiration. So I guess I target the Stomper. Double Wildfire. We'll show them. We'll show them. There's no way they have all these basics. Double Wildfire. Come on, run out of basics. How many could they possibly run? The answer is 20 something. So I'm obviously being a bit silly, thinking that this is going to work out fine. That we're actually going to run mono green out of basics. But I'm going to try. I am nothing if not the content. Excellent. Now we have a counterspell. No, lands are good, right? Lands are really good. Okay. No Soar Instance. Alright, it's actually expressive. Gotta have backup bombardment for when the opponent kills this one with a... Although I guess they're gonna have a hard time resolving a Titan now that we have a You Find the Villain's Lair under there, huh? We're getting there. We're getting there. It's coming. It's all coming together. Might as well. Might as well erase all hope. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, come on. Oh, give it to me. No, don't leave. Don't leave. This is so fun. Don't leave. I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me trying to run your mono green deck out of basics. It means a lot to me. This is the kind of stupid fun I never knew I could have. This is a curse. I'm going to chase this forever. Forever. Yay, a target. Cool. They haven't checked out yet. They're still playing. You'd love to see it. Let's go. Come on, no more basics. You. 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 Darn it. I know. They definitely stayed longer than they had to. I do appreciate it. Ooh, it's slow. Oh man. When you keep a hand like this on the draw, you usually lose. It's too slow, right? But I mean, it's got Burn Down the House. Discipline Mull. Discipline. All right, keep. I think I'm putting away the Villain's Lair, though. On the draw, these are too slow. Finally. I mean, they always serve you up something like a mono white aggro deck. When you're on the draw with a slow hand, they try to set you up to keep that hand. But I've learned you do not keep something that only makes a turn 3 play on the draw. Ooh, they do run some non-basics, huh? All right, that has to die. Let's see how many of their little life gain cards they got. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here with your mono white life gaining nonsense. All right, we keep play with fire, iteration command on the play. Good hand. I got an emote there. I got an emote. All right, thank you. A target, love it. Die. I'm ready for you. We have cheap removal, which is pretty good against a deck that is going to play Ascendant Spirit. Take 3, go. That's exciting. Let's just chill. Fairy Vandal. Okay, put a stop here. Resolves, but then we do 2 damage and we create treasure. Yes. Yes, we do. Let them get no footholds in this game. No creatures on battlefield. Take 3. Go. Love it. We will chill with our Villain's Lair. Encounter their next creature. They could Spell Pierce. We could sack a treasure. Alright. Usually these decks can only run so many creatures. So they've got to be running low. Like 15 is kind of max. 14 is about right, you know? So they got to dig for them. Okay, they didn't find one. All these Seagate restorations are pretty funny. So running them out of basics doesn't seem reasonable, but let's put this Prismari command into our hand. And let's put this on the bottom and let's get a fresh draw with the Wildfire. Still might have Spell Pierce. We'll go for their snow-covered lands. We don't want them to turn these Seagate Reborns into snow-covered lands. Might help them out with their Ascendant Spirit stuff. Okay, another removal spell is nice. Just sit back, removal, and chill. Big score. That might be a tough one to resolve. Let's see if we can get them to tap out at some point. They'll probably counter this, right? But if they're countering this, they're not defending their creatures. Okay, Slight Snare. Okay. Delver. Poke it with the pointy end. Stick it with the pointy end? Probably. Again? Gotta run them out of stuff, man. It's a tough matchup. Wow. I mean, that's a way to do it. Give them the business. They're much lower on life than I am. Okay. Ascendant Spirit, they even revealed it. Thanks, dude. Again. Cool. Hall. Too slow. It is getting scary. Okay. Opponent has a fading hope for one of the devils. Yeah, this spirit's gonna get scary. Let's see if they scry top, though. If they scry top, it's definitely an instant or sorcery for the Delver. And then we want it to go away. Unless they bluffed me good. Alright, we need to draw some non-land. Giving them another snowland for their Ascendant Spirit is not ideal. Yep, that's what I get. That's what I get, isn't it? Magic is hard. I think if I hadn't made devils, I'd be in a better spot. But, I mean, of course, the draw broke pretty well for them to find that Ascendant Spirit. Okay. Opponent has to level this to fly over, but they certainly can. We need to draw a spell. And it's got to be something of consequence. Don't know what they're thinking about. Security bypass. Can't block it. Got it. Oh, and the conniving, yeah. Alright. That is a land. That was not fun. That was not fun. Alright. Looks like a pretty cool hand. We've got early removal, we got a counter spell. We're on the play. Opponent wants to be chatty. Guys, I don't want to be chatty with you ever. Ever. Maybe if we actually meet in person, but online, I hate you. I want to destroy you. That's all I want in life. Especially when you're going to be a turn 1 duressing nerd scum like this. I just want you dead. That's the truth. How come people think that we're friends? You don't know me. We're on the internet. Alright, trying to get under the teaching, so now we have to draw land. We don't. Awesome. Alright. Nothing but bad luck so far, but we're working on it. No basics, just wandering emperors. Okay. Just keep all the card draw. Do what we have to make land drops. Let's chill. No wandering emperor, okay? Cycle. You got it. Could have played a land. Chose to cycle instead. Let's see how that works out for you. 3 white sources. 2 blue, 2 black. I guess this is the right thing to go after. How greedy are you? How many basics? 8 planes. And considering we blew up a black, that's probably the only basic. Just chill. Just chill. They know about the villain's lair because of the duress, but they took the potential win con. So I guess they don't have many ways to deal with arcane bombardment. There's a wildfire. There's a wildfire. Let's see if we can cut you off black. Feeling it now, aren't ya? Alright. I'm not making the mistake of going for Villain Slayer. We won't hit a land if we express it with this. Oh, the tower. Okay. They're fighting. See if we can find another cleansing wildfire. No, we can't. Slow and steady. We'll get there. We will locate them. Wow. Okay. It's on. We should only need one of these when all's said and done. And we've only got one left. So if there are more duresses, we're in trouble. Blow it up. I think they're going to be scared to activate the hall. If they do, we can really hurt them. All your removal spells, they are useless against me. Just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Another field, beautiful. Hand, bottom, field. Keep ruining them. Memory deluge, okay. I mean, they gotta pick up something nice, right? So, land! Look at them go. Got a few bonus lands here we don't need. I don't want this hall. I want to win with the bombardment. And Soaring City can actually save it, which is kind of cool. Alright, patience, patience, patience. Still trying to find all my wildfires in Field of Ruins. And there's still a good number in the deck, right? I think we've used 3 fields, 2 wildfires. 1 wildfire. Oh, come on now. It gets way better. Okay. 3 devils. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Alright, double black is back on the menu. Double blue is not. This is an interesting Esper control pile. Yep, fine. I mean, it's not like Esper Planeswalkers, right? It's trying to do actual control, which only an insane human being would attempt anymore. It's so meta bad. Maybe they figured something out. It's always possible. All right, bombardment. We must protect bombardment. It's our last one, so make it count. The Wandering Emperor. I will counter. And hopefully, maybe I don't have to counter this. Maybe this is unnecessarily risky, but hopefully we get so much value from playing these counter wars over the next few turns that the opponent's in big trouble. And hopefully we can exile a Villain's Lair with our next Villain's Lair. We also might just channel to bounce this. See how many Vanishing Verses our opponent has. I've got blue, double black reconfigured. We go for the verse. So, we could try to bounce it with Otawara. The problem with bouncing it with Otawara is we don't get another trigger, so I guess we go for this. But yeah, I guess I shouldn't have countered the Wandering Emperor. That was too ambitious. At least we'll get a good amount of spells out of this. And then we have to figure out how to win. Interesting. Why didn't they do that first? I don't know the answer. Inspiration can go get a win con, so it's not like we're completely out of win cons. It's a lot of damage. All right. We'll try to defend the devils for a turn cycle. Also, what the opponent might do is Wrath. Maybe they think they're going to, like, win with the meat hook. Oh, Verdict, okay. Counter the Verdict. Can you beat it? Jwari and Esper. Don't you wish that was a basic land? Got him. But when the game is over, thank you for the game. Even if you win and kick my butt, I'm not actually a hateful, evil person. I just like to take my games way too competitively, which some would say is a curse. Some would say it's a blessing. If you're still here, you're probably at least understand it a little bit. If you don't understand it, good. I'd rather be different a little bit, but I do think it makes me a little more entertaining as an arena player, or at least maybe not more entertaining, but different from some that I actually really get into the games, as opposed to, we could win, we could lose, nothing phases me. I don't know. You tell me. You're the one with the comments. All right, we wildfire them. We wildfire Field of Ruin to the moon. Play your Triome. Yeah, well, okay, fine. I guess. Let's send a message right out of the gate. Let's go right for him. Right after him. Okay, first basic. Second basic. Crap. Our opponent came prepared. Too many lands here. Definitely a risk of flooding out. Weaver of Harmony, enchantment nonsense. Let's go. Wedding announcement. Make a few 1/1s, they said. Come down to the coast, have a few laughs. Do we Fading Hope a frickin' token? I'm sure there'll be other things to Fading Hope. Maybe not. I don't know, man. We're gonna do it. Is here land drop? They're holding a land. Must be a land they can do something with. Alright, big score into bombardment. Let's go. The opponent's doing value-y things. We're going to obliterate it. Oh my god. Too many weddings, man. When the weddings fall on the same date, they're not that special. That's just the way it is. I'm sure the opponent feels like they're living their best life, though. Alright, Villain's Lair. Maybe I should have kept the untapped land, because this hall might mess me up here. Alright, we'll do this first. Slow down, buddy. You know they're gonna play like Banishing Light, you know? So we gotta have Into the Royal for that nonsense. Hallowed Haunting, no! It's too many, there's too many of them! Alright. Arcane Bombardment. So they play Banishing Light. Yep, Borrowed Time, right? And they do this, and they do this, and that happens, and then we're gonna bounce it on end step. And then we need to hit Devil's... whatever. Oh god, no. Too many. Then we need to hit a Burn Down the House quick. 4 wedding announcements. That's fine. That's normal. Alright guys, comeback time. It has to be this turn, because we need to cast our first spell next turn to get the trigger off the bombardment. Okay, they've got cards. We've got Leer. What's Leer do? Not enough, that's for sure. Okay. Trigger, hit. Easy. Never didn't have it. Now we just have to kill one more. Can we do it? Oh my god, we didn't hit a way to kill one more? We really didn't hit a way to kill one more? Shh, I think... Oh god. That's not good. I guess we have to take another one of these. And discard you back in, you exiled. And I guess we have to say go and do this again on their turn. And then this time we have to hit a way to kill one more. We are going to get another spell, so maybe there's a lot that could do it. I mean, they're definitely going to go for Borrowed Time. Or Boseiju, which we can't counter. Man, they really had a hand, didn't they? Oh, maybe Leer gets there? We definitely want to hold this. Backup bombardment might be way too slow, right? But we probably need it. Does Leer get there? Yeah, there are some tricks down there. Alright, we hit. Expressive. Come on! Just deal 1 frickin' damage. 1 damage. Thank you. Play with fire. Thank you. Alright. Exile. Deck. Oh, 2 hazards. So this is going to get an extra land, so I'm still going to have Villain's Lair open. But we need to kill these before they make another creature with Hallowed Haunting. Okay, Jukai Naturalist is going to be freaking huge, and we might as well get this played, right? What do we still have down here? We do not have... Do not have another burn down the house. Is that what we are going to need when all's said and done here? That's a 4/4? Jesus. Alright, I think we counter this. Make them have another cheap card to play here, which I'm sure they do. Or not. Okay. And they make another fucking 4/4. Alright, so we can play the Leer, and then the opponent's gonna borrow time it. No way really around that. We have Fading Hope. It's not great. I think we have to try Expressive first and see if we can hit okay. This is going... What a game. What a freaking game indeed. The reason we keep these is they go with the Arcane, so we get 2 cracks at getting the Arcane to do another Devil. Okay, another 4/4. They're about to have 5/5s because they drew all 4 wedding announcements. We need to get a Villain's Lair under this. I guess we have a lot of them down there, so that's our best chance. What do we get? Iteration. Balls. I shouldn't have played the Otawara. That was wrong. Alright. Here and... here and here. Why did I do that? No good reason. Let's wait for them to target, but if they get something... Oh no, if they get something back here, it's not that big. Besides, I have Hazard. So they target this, comes back. Now we have to hit Burn Down the House. Burn down the house. Come on. I wanted to get lucky. I did not get lucky. Okay. Also didn't hit the, you know. You find the Villain's Lair. Alright, that's game. I hate you enchantments so much. Ugh, creepy Jetmir avatar. Go first, though. Lots of ways to kill things. Hope for the best. Runes. Good final villain. So, how many basics do you think they play? Always a question with runes, huh? And they're playing the Craigs, so they're budget rune gamers. Disgusting. I hate them even more. That budget rune gamers run more basics, though. Could be a problem. Rune of Might on a land. You'll love to see it. And then my computer started acting like the world was coming to an end. What the hell? just dying under the weight of all these runes. Uh-huh. Not let him cast it for free. Make him invest 2 mana in that at some point. You could also hope that they put on the champion, but good players don't. Good players know better. I think we'll hold this for removals. We'll see. Might get to kill something here. Right. As usual. Alright, dig, dig, dig. Oh look, Runeforge champion. I hate this deck so much. It beats you no matter what you do. It makes it feel like Magic itself is pointless. Wizards has, like, outdone themselves at just making the worst possible Magic decks for about 2 years, but this Runes is up there. It might, if it keeps winning as much as it has been, it could reach Rogue's levels. How many basics you got there? Huh? How many you got? Another one is the answer. Lifelink rune? Interesting. Why do they think they need lifelink? Because they're actually a life gain player masquerading as an intelligent individual? Maybe. Maybe they just have the haste rune up their sleeve the whole time. Nope, just all lifelink runes. We gotta draw into bombardment here. Nope. Still can't do it. Gotta have it though. It's getting desperate. We're 20 cards deep. Sure. That is one way to do it. I'm hoping they put a rune on this 1/1 here. Nice. How many lifelinking runes you got here? Yeah, slow down, buddy. 3 Runeforge champions and 3 lifelinking runes down. Reign of Truth doesn't hit me because they don't know how to haste rune. That's good. Okay. Okay. Still no bombardment, huh? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Not that card, anything but that card. Although they seem to be low on stuff now, which means they probably have Banishing Lights in their hand, although those would hold priority still. Yeah, let's fight them from a mana front. They have 2 green, 1 white, so let's go after white. How many more basics? Another one! Hello! Alright, let's give this a shot. An honest try. We get Play with Fire. Play with Fire can hit, I guess, this Kami. All right, we need an instant here. We hit big score and Cleansing Wildfire. I guess we'll cast Cleansing Wildfire now, but we're not going to have an instant for the opponent's turn. But this is the part where things suck, because we basically are blinking here against an opponent. What the heck was that? Anyway, we're blinking. We're laying the shields down. And if they just pop off, make red mana, cast Scalds, cast like 5 spells, we're going to lose. But if Bombardment holds and they don't remove it, maybe there's a way back. Okay, lower hold camp. Oh my gosh, we're in this. We are so in this. Oh baby. We are so in this. Teachings and Play with Fire. Kill it! Keep them dead. We're doing our best here. Okay, another Play with Fire. And another 2 cards. And treasures. Nice. And all this instant speed. Let's go. Let's go. We can do this. We're gonna take him out. Runes is going down. Yep. The showdown is not happening. Okay, how do we want to stack it? We go like this, and this, and this, and this. +1/+1 for each artifact or enchantment you control. Okay, they're not going to sneak one onto the battlefield. We're going to get a shot at the portrait here. Comes back. At this point, we just have to use all of our spells. We're going to be drawing so many cards we can't even use them all. One of these. How many basics? How many more can you actually have in your deck? That's it. You're finally out. Ooh, okay. I mean, what the heck? Still drawing cards with that thing. Funny. Okay. Now we just gotta get a Cleansing Wildfire under this baby. Get 'em! Get 'em all. Actually, let's go ahead. This should be fine. They're gonna hang in there. Thank you, runes. Nothing I like more than destroying runes with every fiber of my being. Okay. $13, 11 cards left. Okay. The fun has to stop somewhere. We still don't have a land destruction card underneath. And I guess I'm just gonna ignore all the card draw spells, even though they are free treasures and such. Let's go. We'll get there. We will get there. We will get there. Cleansing Wildfire, please. No? Alright. 2 damage. Treasure. Decline that. There it is. Cleansing Wildfire. Zap, 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 zap. There's a field. Hand, I guess. Deck, exile. Destroy this Moon's Flare. Complete the torture. Let them never say they had a chance against Covert Go Blue. Let them ruin the day? No, that ain't it. That ain't it, Chief. Yeah, pump that up. Thank you. Runeforge Champion, you got it. Let them rue the day. Three Devils, decline. 2 damage face and a treasure. And the important one, finally. All the green sources have been defeated. No lands. Well, thank you. Thank you for playing it out. The never give up, never surrender crowd. Still unsure if actually defeated here. Flex on them. Finish the job. Nice. Runes dismantled. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and let's check the stats powered by MTG Assistant. Dun, 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 dun. Download link in the description, supports the channel. Yeah, this deck, I showed the games that I thought were fun, funny, interesting, because land destruction is fun, funny, and interesting, but we went 5 and 6, 45% win rate in Mythic. Not exactly the high-performing thing that you might be looking for. Even lost to a 5-color deck. It didn't have 130 cards or Prismatic Bridge, I promise, but let's just call that the icing on the cake for your quote land destruction deck. Actually, I will tell you exactly why the deck faltered quite a bit in Mythic. It's because the Arena Matchmaker is still rigged, and I kept on getting paired against decks that played Arcane Bombardment and Invoke Despair, which is something that is in both Grixis and Rakdos right now. Blame Sonio. I think Crokies also may have played a version. When the matchmaker sees that you're an Arcane Bombardment deck and compare you against another Arcane Bombardment deck, it does. It thinks that's fun. So we kept getting paired against Arcane Bombardment decks that had Invoke Despair in them. What trumps the mirror of Arcane Bombardment? Invoke Despair, because you have to sacrifice an enchantment. Of course, black would have ways to remove enchantments. Of course it would. So those were just very bad matchups, and I think that if you're going to play this and the matchmaker is going to spam other Arcane Bombardment decks against you, you have to find a way to plan for answering the opponent's Arcane Bombardment, because obviously in this scenario, we just couldn't. We couldn't do it. We just had really nothing that we could do. So on that note, I think that we'll play Grixis Bombardment in the near future, because it does look like a fun deck and certainly up the alley. But I'm really glad that we tried out Izzet Land Destruction today. I'm the type who likes to start with 2 colors and reluctantly branch to 3. Just fits my style. So thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Subscribe for reasons. You're cool.
Hello, this is Jin Gataxius. Seriously, it's actually me. CGB's channel is mine, and I'm holding you all hostage until you feed my hunger for subscriptions. So subscribe, you plebs, subscribe to the channel, and when my hunger has been quenched, I will call upon the powers of the prismatic bridge, and together we will make CGB play 130 cards on this channel. I'm totally serious, this is not marketing. Subscribe, your goal is 169,420. 169,420. Nice. Subscribe.